It's on now.
All right, see that's St. Vincent time. The great it is. Good morning to you. It's a nice, beautiful Thursday morning here at SVG. Today is the 20th day in the month of August already, and we're getting closer and closer to the end of the month and closer for back to school. All right, good morning to the kids. What I noticed these days is the kids really out in summer program doing, sporting activities. Good morning, Rajiv.
Hey, morning, Maka.
Yeah, so I noticed that in terms of the kids and so forth, which is good. Right? So, good morning to everybody. Good morning to all the folks heading to work this morning. Rajiv, as both of us were talking about, social media in terms of, I'm wondering how it used to be a long time. Well, maybe remember a long time they used to have social media that much, but we're talking about when it's now come on the scene in terms of
like about 10 years ago. Oh, no,
Yeah.
10 years ago is what, 2016?
Yeah,
So
because
then
these
even-
days, every time you scroll through Facebook, social media, is something with politics. Somebody saying something either about NDP or ULP. Yo, I'm getting so tired. First time you used to scroll through Facebook or social media, WhatsApp, and there are things that person posting that you can learn from, or some joke or something. But these days, it's all about NDP, ULP. What NDP is doing, what ULP ain't doing, what NDP ain't doing, what ULP used to do, something of that sort. But I don't know.
I wonder if it's a case of people don't have enough hobbies. We inside too much. And when they get on social media, when there's nothing else going on, like any sort of activity, big event, one thing always keeping is politics.
Nah, I don't think so. People
think-
just into politics.
You
It's
think people
invasive.
really into politics, though? I think people into the drama of politics.
The drama?
Yeah, like if everything is going well
Uh-huh.
in the political arena, like, okay, projects on stream, everything is going well, people making
But
money.
there's somebody who's gonna criticize something.
Yeah, but not to the degree that, because the excitement, not for me, but the excitement for most people in the political discussion is when some sort of bacchanal, for lack of a
I'm being honest. Right? When the NDP win election, I was thinking that everything is gonna just calm down.
You
know
thought
what I
so?
mean? But
You thought so?
yeah, I was thinking that everything is just gonna be calm down. But
I didn't really. You see, the thing too, you have to remember, when a government changes, all the changes the positions.
right,
And the positions we're talking about here is the position of the disgruntled. It switch. So the man's in yellow, they're feeling nice, but the man's in red, they're not too happy right now. After that, it just switched. Not all of them, but I'm not gonna say it's to the same degree as before, where you have just the people who are on the right side who just making noise about every little thing. Though it have the people like that.
I'm wondering if persons actually vote for like development of the country, or people vote for personal reason. I vote for NDP because I need a job. The minister promised me a job. That's why I vote for.
Oh, like that, you mean?
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is the case because I'm seeing persons on Facebook like I was supposed to get to do like okay then like a school need to paint or a wall need to build or this need to do, and they believe that they should have gotten the job
Yeah. Well,
just because they vote for a particular party.
well, there are people who voted against a party because they thought they were supposed to get those things. And time passed and they're not getting it. And maybe they used to get those projects in the beginning and then they no longer get them. So they say, hey, what? I voting for a change.
Let me take this call. Hello, morning.
Good morning to you, Rajiv and Jaga.
Good morning.
Morning.
Maka.
Morning.
Yeah. Let me just ease you a little bit from the politics today. How are you? I don't know if you all noticed that Gary post up with the lady, Christian lady, where they get murdered about 3-4 months ago.
Yeah. I noticed somebody said it to me.
You are that she's sister. Maka, in the name of God, your wife know your mother. You ain't get over that yet. You could tell me you are the big pastor trying to get the sinners to come to God. And you could tell me in the space of 4 months, Sunday morning, you could stand up in the church and say, you going to get married again?
So, what I tell you?
Maka, I want to say, I cannot sit on the and I will not sit on the I go get WEFM in trouble, and I don't want to get myself in problem.
So, is it that you think it's too soon for a person who's gone through that situation?
Raji, it's not too soon. Something is in the matter besides the person. Raji, this is craziness. Raji, you in and the hospital and she passed away, you know, it's said anything could happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if it's more than your wife, your mother is in your yard, you're in the home, you get the phone call, your wife now, she's dead in your yard.
But you know, the thing is, they always say that everybody's grieving process differs from person to person, you know, so maybe...
If I wait for grief, I ain't want to see the real grief. I'm telling you, this is madness.
Yeah.
And then you telling me that it really a Christian out there. I don't care about it. I know there is a God above, a true and a living God, but there is no Christian on earth.
None at all. That's what you said.
None. Any Christian, the only Christian I know is Christophine. It have no Christian. Don't care what it says. You could stand up and preach the Bible upside down, spin it all how. It have no Christian on earth.
But then call it kind of let these supposed bad eggs, you know, spoil it for the rest of the actual.
One man you should try the whole plaque.
So we're saying that too quick.
If it's too quick, but that quicker than anything we call quick heading.
but you see, Pastor have to move on. That's the thing. I was wondering if it was the other way around. If
okay, let me tell you now. I ain't going to say nothing about the death with him. What. But plain as shit, he had a woman there before. He had she before. Maka, your wife now dead in April. I got things done yet. And you could go in and get married very soon again.
I understand.
How me said that in a church and then you preach God word give me. Who try to live a righteous life and you live in a dirty life and trying to preach?
Oh boy.
How some look at that. What the thing God is a joke. The thing God is the Karen and go home and you pack a Karen and choke them thing what they call jokers. We some do take the Christian life to make money. No, what we doing this is where we have to stop playing with God now.
I know.
We have to stop playing with the Moses. When we could trick you and Maka and me, we cannot take God. And when we say God, we must mean God. If we know we do not think. It was somebody on the street, like you Maka, you Raddy, me. It didn't look back.
Well, boy, I don't know. I mean, it surprised me when I saw it. It's surprising. It's breaking up a bit.
So tell me that. I mean, he glad he was there.
I won't say that, but I mean, Pastor might say, boy, I have to move on. I mean,
Maka, I do not vex and I do not have no problem. A man have to move on in life. When the other half there, you have to move on. But Maka is too. Maka, I doubt he don't burn up somehow clothes or key with cheating and them. If it's what I mean, the same that he don't give everything. He don't joke or he don't clean up the place everything.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. What a life.
Yeah. All right, my brother.
If I was going to the church day, Sunday when he stand up and use a word in the church, that would be the last day for me in church, that church. I'd get up and I would walk out. I'm telling you.
I was wondering what the congregation was saying.
Man, they should walk out and leave me alone in the church day.
All right, my brother.
They should leave here and he knew why we got it.
But the congregation can't be upset if the Lord decides to send him a new love of his life.
The God ain't in a nasty like this. No, you don't live them like this. The most I just send somebody for you, but nothing I'm kind of style it. Nah. Not I'm kind of life thing. Them living there for them. Them living there for. We ain't supposed to be doing living kind of thing to one another, man. Come on. We have to have respect for ourselves and say we'll pass. Anyhow, you all have a great day.
All right, my brother.
And we talk about the politics and beat the man with this thing, man. That's saying nice.
All right.
Bless it.
All right. Reggie, what's your thought on this? Because, I mean...
You know, I think the main issue here is with this situation is that the wife was murdered in the fashion that she was.
Uh-huh.
I'm wondering if she hadn't died in the way that she did, if this would be not as big of an issue as people are making it out to be. Because I've seen people get married, well, not married, but they move on into new relationships.
I guess most person may be seeing is the timing. You know what I mean? It's only 4 months, but
it's not just the timing I'm noticing though. Is they're talking about, your wife was just murdered.
Yeah. Let me take this call. Hello, morning.
Morning, my brother.
Morning.
Yes. Well, what I was saying, they kind of judge a little bit, but if them thing happen like America, I believe might be an investigation. Because they might want to blame the pastor, say, well, they set up something or something like that. Yeah, he should be wise enough to know that. Because he live a kind of woman, by marriage into past. So, but Vincent, that kind of people, they take us that they don't really study certain things. And they figure, well, like your business and all kind of thing. But these are, when you want to leave example and show example, you have to you can't be doing things that outside it as a road matter. But tell me something now with politics, coming on the politics. Politics depend on how your campaign. Things just say, your program you have to put in place to get things done. And contact over the years, well, they might say get like on the high because we borrow and all kinds of things, you better strategy to win people over. The problem is that he had us to borrow because the bandits and ills and all kinds of things that place in Vincent and like pandemics and all kinds of things. So we could see where we borrow for. And then it did take on to copper because of that. But it's to manage it, to get economy going, to fall back some holes that you make. So a country, people now get wise. They think about how this one is done in the country, how that one is done in the country. So when a man like that run in the country and he borrowing money and he had different program, safety net, this and that and terror, and try to do the best for people. As a newcomer, if you tell lies, you hold people, fool them and you get inside. You got to do better than that. By 100%, you do better than that for sure. If you say 1%, you do better and the economy going up, a thing going. Yeah. Because I hear that the NDP saying that what? Well, I'm a political activist, but people might take it some serious, but I just talk it. I want to talk from their point of view and my point of view and the country point of view. I hear they talk about scholarship and all this kind of thing. Now your economy is slowing. People want to invest and all this kind of thing. So economy is up a lot. Lot economy shop is up.
All right, so
people really want to invest. So I want to know people, when I can study, I might come back to Sylvian too. To apply my trade. So
all right, Sepe, we have another call coming through.
To put into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I telling you I go along my hospital long. I was in hospital and it kind of have that going on out. That I go down in contract and that never used to happen. If you hate doctors and nurses and cleaners, how they cussing this government, this present government, you won't believe. And that was a fact and it's very important.
and Robertson them can't go and talk to these people. Say up to now they're not negotiate or raise up there, not like that.
Mm-hmm.
So people was watching back now and gun stab.
All right. All right, Seppin, we have another call coming through.
He come like gun stab now. Pile of people are giving them what a goodness, extra goodness. And this government now come when they go buy them to anything now they tell you Santa Claus in the again. So with them thinking this it's a last at 2 years. So they have to be very careful.
All right.
How we take Vincentian because Vincentian want big living, high living, middle class thinking and all kind of thing. You can't be government and them kind of thing happen. You go last time. Anyhow,
all right, Seppin.
I hope you do better than big.
All right. All right. I mean, the situation with Pastor, I mean, my opinion, Pastor have to move on. I mean, people might have a problem over it, but Pastor have to move on, Rajesh.
Indeed, but as I say, I didn't really see a lot of people complain about a time frame. Maybe some people complain.
What is it that people complaining about?
It is the fact that is the way in the wife passed away. Because even the first column note even mentioned is like, it's a murder you're talking about, that might be a bit somebody they expect a person to take a certain amount of time to recover from a loss like that, as opposed to maybe your wife was sick for a long time and she, you kind of knew what was coming.
Will you believe people be thinking that this new lover was in the pictures?
Well, people could say that, but nobody could prove that.
All right, hey, that's gonna wrap things up inside this segment. We got traffic talk coming up next right here on WEFM 99.9.
Activated mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
This is WEFM's Traffic Talk, Monday to Friday, 7:35 a.m. in association with the Traffic Branch of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force.
All right, it's now time for Traffic Talk right here on WEFM 99.9 as we